Hello YouTube, what is up? Eroktic here. In today's video I want to talk about containers. Are they paid to win? Well, it's not on me to judge. I'm gonna give you the information and my thoughts about them, and you guys are gonna decide. You have 4 different types of a container in the Escape from Tarkov. You have Alpha container, that is 2 times 2. You have Beta container, that I sadly do not have, that is 2 times 3. You have Epsilon container, that is 2 times 4. You're gonna get that during your progression in the Escape from Tarkov in one of the quests. And you have a Gamma container, that is 3 times 3. And you're gonna get Gamma container if you purchase Edge of Darkness edition, aka $150 edition. Plus tax, it depends from which country you're coming from. When you purchase standard edition, you're gonna get that alpha container, that is the basic one, or you're gonna get beta if you buy prepare for escape edition. Those containers are really valuable items in a game because every single time when you die in a raid, you're gonna lose every single thing except of a container. So you're gonna use those containers for valuable stuff. The most common things that you're gonna place inside of the container is gonna be a keybar, wallet, and some meds. It depends whatever the hell you wanna pick. Eventually you're gonna use those meds, and to be as much as efficient as possible, you're gonna place valuable items in those 2 slots. For example, suppressors, optics, gas analyzers for a quest, or whatever the hell you want. But in short, bigger container you have, more valuable stuff you'll be able to export out. In the current page 0.8.6, you can still place inside every single item that is on the repertoire, which means you can also place weapons. So you can also extract those weapons out, but in most of the cases you're gonna never use your Gamma container for the weapons, because there are more valuable items to extract that have a higher selling value than the weapons, for example. So if you're using Alpha container, in most of the cases people are gonna use keybar and the wallet. Wallet has 2 times 2 slots and keybar has 4 times 4 slots. Because that is gonna be probably the most valuable thing to carry around, and you do not wanna lose those stuff. Because it requires a lot of time in the Escape from Tarkov to grind those keys. Eventually during your playing sessions, you're gonna figure out that there is a lot of different keys. And keep in mind that all the maps are not even unlocked. We are still missing 5 maps, I think, so there is gonna be even more keys to carry around. Which means, in most of the cases, you're gonna use your Alpha container just for the keys. You're gonna remove that wallet, you're gonna use 2 keybars and 1 document case. Because in the document case, you can also place money. Or of course, you can switch between keybars. For example, in my case, I have 2 different keybars. I'm using 1 keybar for the costumes and the second keybar for the shoreline. Now let's go over the advanced containers, for example, Epsilon. Now, since you have 2 times 4 slots, there is plenty of stuff to carry. But usually there are only 4 core things that you need to carry. Document case, keybar, and morphine. You can also store maps inside, but nobody's using maps right now because they disabled the side on which side you're gonna spawn in the map, so maps are worthless. Now, for those 2 times 2 slots, you can carry, for example, ammo case. Or for example, you can carry a pistol case. Or for example, you can pick up the helmet that you looted in the raid. Now, let's talk about Gamma container. When you have a Gamma container, aka that Edge of Darkness edition, or if you have a friend that can give you Gamma container basically on every single wipe when there is a new wipe, your friend can just automatically sell all the stuff that he has in his inventory, place all of that cash inside of a Gamma container, drop you Gamma container if you don't have it, and he can just reset his profile on the Escape from Tarkov website, and after 1 week he can redo that. But anyways, while you're using Gamma container, now you can see those 3 times 3 slots. And you can place plenty of stuff inside. It really depends on the style, how you wanna enter, but in the core, the only thing that you're gonna have, like I said, are gonna be keys and some kind of item that can store cash. And of course, you're gonna use 2 more slots, minimal, for medications. Basically, that is a core. Everything else is just a luxury. And with running Gamma container, with this setup, document case keybar, 2 healing items, and the pistol case, it is not 3 times 3 anymore. It is 4 times 4, and then it is 4 times 4 again, and it is 3 times 3 again. But you see, in the pistol case, you can also store pistols. And there is plenty of enemies on a map that are using pistols. Which means every single pistol that you find on a map, you can place it inside of a case. And also all of those expensive munitions, for example, armor penetrating rounds for the VSS, you can store them inside. You're gonna have plenty of space for even more valuable stuff. And also, if you find Bitcoin or suppressor, you just drag your medications out and you can place them inside of this. The another important thing that I want to point out is all of those stuff that you are carrying inside of a Gamma container can be insured, which means if I find 4 more valuable keys, and if, for example, if I will not use utility room in the next 24 hours or cabin key or whatever, I can just drop it on the world, and thanks to the insurance, I'm gonna get those stuff back. Same thing goes for the pistol case. If you find really something unique and you're carrying only magazines or whatever, you can just dump that case in the world and extract whatever the hell you want, and you're gonna get that pistol case back in the insurance, because it is a pretty small item and there is a really slim chance that somebody is gonna find it. Now let's go even more advanced. Let's cheese this Gamma container a little bit more. Like I already said, you can place every single thing inside of a Gamma container. And thanks to that, I'm using a VT rig inside of my Gamma container. The reason why is because default Gamma container has 9 slots. When you place VT rig inside, it has 10 slots. Thanks to those 10 slots, I have 1 extra slot than anyone else that does not use that tactic, which means there is 1 extra thing that I can carry inside. And when you place all of those stuff that I'm actually carrying around, you're finishing like this. You have 6 slots, you have literally everything. You have meds, you have keys, and also you have slots for the money that you find in a raid, and you have 2 more slots for the luxury. And if I place pistol case inside, this is my loadout that I'm always using. It depends if I'm gonna use IFAK and the grenade inside, or if I'm just gonna use car medkit or Salua or whatever. And for example, if I'm in a raid with the AK-74, and for example, if 2 of my magazines in my rig are empty, I can just open the pistol case, I can drag out full magazines and drag empty magazines inside. Now, when I'm gonna get to the safer area, because right now in this patch that we are playing right now, it actually takes some time for your character to reload those bullets inside of a magazine and use the empty ones. Basically, I have plenty of ammunition ready to be used in the raid with this tactic. And eventually, while you're losing the mags because of the fast reload, while you're using your medicines, you can always place those pistols inside of the item case, you can place those bitcoins and suppressors inside of a VT rig, and to be even 1 step above, VT rig is actually not that cheap. Selling VT rig to the skier, you're gonna get 15,000 rubles. And if you're sure that nobody is around you and you find extra VT rig in a raid, since your VT rig is insured, you can literally drag everything out from your VT rig, dump this VT rig inside of a raid, equip the VT rig that you found in a raid, and eventually you're gonna get your VT rig back through the insurance system. But basically the point of this whole video, it is not just that you're buying a few extra slots in your container. Thanks to the min-maxing techniques and thanks to the new items that are gonna be added in a game, we are gonna have a more and more efficiency with those containers. Now there is another thing that I wanna address. Weapon glitching, item duping, and all of those jazz that exists right now in the Escape from Tarkov. There is a plenty of those exploits and glitches that you can do through your container, and you're gonna actually need the Gamma container to do those stuff. I'm heavily against it, I will not show you how to do it, I do not endorse that behavior. And now I'm gonna give you my thoughts, what do I think about all of that and how to fix it actually. How to fix and pay to win model, and of course how to fix majority of exploits and glitches that are currently in the game. If I'm game developer, the only things that I should allow to be carried inside of a Gamma are keys and medications, and the quest items. That's it. No money, no bitcoins, nothing. With allowing only those types of items inside of a container, you're gonna automatically nerf hatchet runs for the cash registers, and you're gonna automatically nerf hatchet runs for the bitcoins inside of a shoreline, for example. You're gonna automatically disable those annoying hatchlings with a lot of grenades inside of their gamma container, and you're gonna automatically remove a weapon glitching out of your game. With allowing only quest items, medications and the keys to be carried in the gamma container, the game is gonna be more hardcore, but the game is gonna be more balanced. You're gonna actually feel the pressure and the adrenaline, and the game is gonna automatically become not so pay to win. If you're thinking about core mechanics in the Escape from Tarkov, the only reason those containers are here is because we do not lose those items that are really hard to find, for example keys, that requires a lot of time to grind. But people are using those containers for high valuable items, and it is automatically breaking the immersion and the adrenaline out of a game. For example, if you're a hatchet runner, you just place that bitcoin inside of your container and you log out. You drag it out, sell it and repeat. I do not mind people that are hatchet runners, but if you're planning to hatchet run, you should actually experience that adrenaline anyways, with that bitcoin inside of your pocket, not inside of your gamma container or inside of your alpha container and just dying or whatever. If you manage to extract that bitcoin, you earned it, even if you're a hatchet runner. Containers should be there just for the items that are hard to obtain, but they are needed in every single raid. Also, I know that my suggestion is not gonna be so popular just because every single player, well, majority of players that are playing Escape from Tarkov are already purchased Age of Darkness Edition, and my suggestion is not gonna be so popular in their eyes. But those guys that are still using Alpha, Beta and the Epsilon containers, they're gonna love my idea, and of course people that actually want this game to succeed are gonna love my suggestion. Those are my thoughts. Tell me what do you guys think. Thank you guys for watching and see you on the next one. Eroktic out.